Hey, what's going on, you guys? Had about a second of a little malfunction there. My photo didn't want to go away, but thank you guys so much for joining me. I have some very exciting news, but I'm going to wait a couple minutes until I have a few more of you join me, because this is definitely something really important for me and everyone here at Fino Boxing. But I'll get to that in just a moment. I'm gonna let's do a little bit of English and Spanish, because this honestly, it's a big thank you to all our subscribers in English and in Spanish. Tengo algo muy importante que les quiero enseñar, que quiero compartir. En unos momentos voy a esperar hasta unos minutitos para que más de ustedes se unan aquí a mi en vivo. Y tengo muchas, soy muy emocionada de enseñarles esto, pero déjame ver quién está por aquí. Let me see who is on this live. Before we get started, just want to say hello to all of you guys. Let me know where you guys are from. Share the love right here. Díganme de dónde están viendo este en vivo para mandarles unos saludos. Boxing Truth. Thank you so much for the love. Tu amigo del boxeo, Gallo contra Estrada. Vamos a hablar de eso en unos minutos. Claro que sí. What's going on, Brian? Thanks for the love. Brian, am I going to be watching the fight? Yeah, I'll be watching the fight. Let's see. Hold on a second. All right. Is MUNGUIA Triple G getting close to getting done? I have more information on that in just a few minutes. We're gonna tackle down a few topics about Canelo. We have Canelo. We have Gallo Estrada versus Chocolatito. We have info on what else do we have? On Zurdo Ramirez, Triple G Golovkin, Triple G Golovkin, Triple G Jaime Munguia. Give me just a second, you guys. All right, here we go. I'm telling you, it's a day of a little malfunctions, but it's all right. We got this. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I have some very exciting news, something that I want to share with you guys. It's been a few years in the making of Fino Boxing, and I really appreciate everyone who has shown me lots of love and support and supported our journey through this boxing media, boxing reporting. We try to bring you as much content as we can, and we are lucky and we're blessed that not only did we surpass 100,000 subscribers, but honestly we're about 140,000. But nonetheless, I got something really nice in the mail today. I don't want to drop it. So we got some mail today, and I'm very excited to open this up in front of you guys. So here we go. So like I mentioned, we opened up we've opened up our channel in 2014, but honestly, like the first few years, I'm gonna be honest here and say I didn't really know what I was doing. At first, it was just going to certain fights and covering certain events, but it wasn't honestly until like about a year or 2 years ago that we started 100% and going to essentially all the fights and getting all the interviews and basically the channel that you guys know today as Fino Boxing really kind of came to life these past about 2 years. So in the very beginning we had like almost no subscribers, but now we have this, and let me open it before I keep talking. En español, para toda mi gente que nos ha enseñado tanto apoyo, muchas gracias. Hemos logrado alcanzar los 100,000 seguidores. Bueno, ahorita ya tenemos más de eso, tenemos casi los 140,000 seguidores. Así que YouTube nos mandó aquí algo muy bonito, muy especial para celebrar. Lo quiero compartir con ustedes, porque sin ustedes no hay Fino Boxing. Without you guys, there's no Fino Boxing. And here we go. Let me take the bag out. Here we go. Aquí está. ¡Hey! A ver. No se puede ver el nombre. Bueno, aquí está. El reflejo. No deja ver. You guys can't really see because of the reflection, but it says presented to Fino Boxing for passing 100,000 subscribers. Para Fino Boxing por pasar los 100,000 seguidores. So, aquí se ve mejor. You can see a little bit better right here. So, very excited and very proud to reach this. Like I mentioned, we reached 100,000 a few months ago. We're about 140, but nonetheless, this wouldn't be possible without you guys. So thank you so much. Alcanzamos los 100,000 hace unos meses y ahorita estamos casi en los 140,000, pero como les menciono, sin ustedes no pudiéramos haber logrado esto. Muchas gracias a todos que se han suscrito y que comparten nuestros videos, nuestro canal. Muchas gracias. Thank you for everyone who has shared our interviews, who shared our channel, who every time you guys like, you guys comment, it all counts. So thank you so much. Yay! Okay. Foto. Yeah, I'm very happy. Very proud. Thank you guys so much. Vamos a ver. Let me read a few things here. A ver. Abe, felicidades, gracias. Boxing Fan 414, congrats. Thank you so much. Yeah, basically unboxing my award. Basically, unboxing a pair of gloves. No, unboxing better than a pair of gloves. Let's see. Anthony, I will support you no matter what. Mendez, saludos. Hace un par de años I don't know. I guess you're translating what I'm saying. Luis en español. This is only the beginning. Same round. Felicidades, gracias. Muchas gracias, Enedino Mendez. Abe, that's special. It is special. Thank you. Boxing, nice. Anthony, lo mereces mucho más. Gracias. Chingona. Vamos a ese millón. Vamos a ese millón de seguidores. México te apoya. Muchas gracias, Luis. Así es. Ojalá que este es el principio, ¿verdad? 100,000 y luego ya vamos por el millón. Eso. I had Luis here mention that this is just the beginning, 100,000 subscribers, and we're going for the million. We are. Watch. We got to be realistic. Give me a few years, but we'll get there. Saludos desde California. Gracias, Cristian. Abe, go live during mega fights. I can go live during mega fights, but I can't broadcast them. I'm not trying to get my channel shut down either. All right, let me put this away. But once again, thank you so much. Gracias. Oh, a ver. I just got some love from Matemático. Congrats, Adriana. Viva Fino Boxing. Let me put this here. Let me share this. Oops. Matemático, gracias. Thank you so much. You guys, this is for the 100,000 subscribers. But there's like Matemático here who Also, you can also help out by doing the super chat, because you know, I try to go to as many fights as I can and cover as much as I can. I have to have equipment. Like, none of this is cheap. Just to, you know, to cover a fight, to go somewhere to record it, it all takes money and time. You know, I do this pretty much 100%. So all your help in sharing and in liking and following and super chats, this all means a lot. So, Matemático, gracias. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Toby, salud. Coda Kid, thank you. Wow. Well, that was, oh, Anthony. Also, Anthony here. Thank you so much for showing some love. You guys, I swear I have the best, you know, subscribers, and you guys are my boxing family, and I really appreciate you guys. That's why I wanted to wait to unbox this award with you guys, because it's literally, it's a thank you to you guys. It really means a lot. So, mwah, big hug and kisses to all of you guys. Thank you. Saludos a Ángel. Salud. Thank you, Anthony. Intelligent boxing. No, I was born here in the U.S. My parents are from Mexico, but I was born here in the LA area. All right, guys. So I wanted to share this award, but you know, I also want to talk a little bit more boxing. We have some current news here in the boxing world, so I'll take advantage and let you guys know of the new news that just came out these past day or two. I'm sure you guys have seen by now that Canelo Alvarez made his fight with Yildrim official. We've been kind of knowing this is going to happen, but it wasn't official until yesterday, until the champ came out and said it on his social medias. It'll be February 27, and the location was kind of like the last thing that we were waiting for. We now know that this fight will be in Miami, Florida. It'll be at the Hard Rock Stadium, to be exact. You know, this is a big stadium. It's an NFL stadium. That's where the Dolphins play. Also, the Miami Hurricanes play there. You know, we usually see around 65,000 fans, but of course, with COVID regulations, we should expect about 30 to 40,000 fans. That's still a lot of people if you really think about it. With social distancing in place, that's still a lot of people. But anyways, we'll see how that turns out as far as how many people actually they allow in. But they will be selling tickets really soon. We'll keep you guys posted in case you guys are in the area or planning to travel to that area to catch this fight between Canelo and Avni Yildirim. Really quick, if you guys are wondering why Avni Yildirim, why this fight, I know many of you guys want to see him against other fighters, other champions. For that matter, Avni Yildrim is his WBC mandatory. He's been a mandatory for the WBC for a while now. He fought Anthony Durrell back almost 2 years ago in February 2019. And that fight ended in a technical decision because of a cut above the eye of Durrell. And it was, since then, basically the WBC made him the mandatory. But things have just happened along the way that he couldn't get his shot. So when Canelo fought Callum Smith in December, it was part of the agreement that he had to give him a fight within 90 days. And that's why we're seeing this fight, Canelo versus Avni Yildirim, February 27. Yildirim is currently in Germany training, but he is trained by Joel and Doño Diaz here in Indio. So we're expecting him to come to the Southern California area really soon. Meanwhile, Canelo, we saw him take some vacation for Christmas, New Year's, his daughter's birthday, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back in the gym really, really soon with Eddie Reynoso, either in Guadalajara or in San Diego. But 5 weeks away from this fight, so tickets will be going on sale pretty soon. We'll let you guys know if you follow my social media right here, Adriana_sports, and also, of course, at Fino Boxing. We'll let you guys know when all the information for the fight tickets go on. Just a quick reminder: this fight is going to be with Matchroom Boxing. Canelo is a free agent. He's no longer with Golden Boy. So he's working with Matchroom Boxing. This is a 2-fight deal. So this is the fight with Avni Yildirim in February. And then he's expected to fight Billy Joe Saunders on the Cinco de Mayo weekend, also a matchroom card. So that's the plan for Canelo. And then he has his eye on Caleb Plant for September 16th weekend for that IBF title. He wants to become undisputed champion at super middleweight, and that's basically his plan for 2021. And all this information I got firsthand from his trainer, manager, Eddie Reynoso, back a couple weeks ago at the Ryan Garcia-Luke Campbell fight. So looking forward to seeing this. I am excited to go to Miami. I won't lie. Like I like going to Texas, but I haven't been to Miami. Well, actually, I was in Miami a year ago for the Super Bowl weekend, and there was also boxing that week. So it's been a year. I'm excited to go back and bring you guys as much content as possible. Keep bringing more subscribers here to Fino Boxing. So make sure you guys keep sharing this channel and keep giving us thumbs up. All right. Y para mis amigos que no me entendieron ni papas ahorita que estaba hablando en inglés, quiero mencionarles que Canelo Álvarez ya anunció oficialmente su pelea contra Avni Yildrim. La pelea será el 27 de febrero en Miami, Florida, en el Hard Rock Stadium. Es un estadio de fútbol americano donde juegan los Delfines de la NFL. Así que es un estadio grande donde normalmente se miran 65,000 aficionados, pero por cuestión de COVID solamente vamos a esperar unos 30 a 40,000 fanáticos. Les vamos a mencionar en estos días cuándo van a vender los boletos para si están interesados en ir a esta pelea de Canelo contra Yieldrum. Aquí en mi social media, mis redes sociales, Adriana-Sports, y claro, también en Fino Boxing, ahí les decimos cuándo van a vender los boletos. Avni Yildrim es el mandatorio del CMB. Cuando peleó Canelo hace un mes contra Callum Smith, era parte de la pelea, del contrato, que le tenía que dar la pelea en 90 días a Avni Yildrim, porque ya tiene como 2 años esperando su pelea de mandatorio. Así que por esa razón, Canelo está peleando con este chico de Turquía y no contra otro campeón. Esperamos que para 5 de mayo pelee contra Billy Joe Saunders por el título de la OMB, y quizás en septiembre quiere pelear contra Caleb Plant, Caleb Plant, que tiene el título de la FIB, para cumplir ese sueño de convertirse en campeón indiscutible en las 168 libras. Esta pelea de Canelo con Avni Yildrim es por Matchroom Boxing y tiene un contrato de 2 peleas, así que es en febrero y en 5 de mayo contra lo que esperamos que sea Billy Joe Saunders. Bueno, y eso es todo por ahorita sobre Canelo contra Avni Yildrim. Vamos a ver unos comentarios, a ver qué nos están diciendo, qué opinan de esta pelea. La van a mirar, quieren ir, quieren verla en persona, ya que van a ser unos 30, 40,000. A ver, ¿qué me dicen, chicos? Let's see. So I was asking, what do you guys think about this fight about Canelo versus Avni Yildrim? I know it's been taking a lot of heat because I know many of you guys want to see him against a fellow champion, or you guys have mentioned even though he's not a champion currently, but in Benavides, or you guys say move up to 175 and take on Beterbiev, or something. So what do you guys think? You guys going to watch it? It will be on the zone. Are you guys planning on going? Because 30 to 40,000 tickets, that's quite a lot. So there's plenty of space here, over there. He needs to fight Charlo. It's going to be a little while for that fight. He doesn't want to fight at 160, but if Charlo moves up to 168 and has a title, then we can start talking. So there's someone here, Jamie, he thinks he can beat Canelo within 2 rounds. Okay. Anthony Cortez, your hard work will take you to the top. Thank you, Anthony. Jamie doesn't understand me. Do a little bit of both, a little bit of English, a little bit of Spanish. Cristian, buen trabajo, gracias. Will I be at the Canelo fight? Yeah, I will be there. Yo estaré en la pelea de Canelo. Y ahí les traeré toda la información, todo el contenido. I'll be there. I'll be bringing you guys all the interviews that you guys want, all the content for the whole fight week. Mario Contreras, muchas gracias. Saludos. Saludos hasta Oregón, Luis Solares. ¿Dónde va a ser la pelea? Va a ser en Miami, Florida, in Hard Rock Stadium. Put up your plaque on the wall. I will. I'll be putting it up somewhere right here. I can't wait. Where will Canelo be fighting? Miami, Florida, at the Hard Rock Stadium. That's where the Miami Dolphins play. Not a big fight to see, but it's understandable, says Anthony. Cinco de Mayo will be well worth it. You guys have, if you understand how boxing is a business and a lot of times boxing politics, sometimes to get bigger fights, you need to take care of mandatories. Pretty much all the governing bodies have mandatories, and if you don't fulfill with your mandatories, they strip you. Especially, I know like the IBF is really strict with that. The WBC just happens to they already made Abney Yildrim wait far enough, and Canelo agreed when he took on that fight with Callum Smith to do it. So, just it's part of the contract. So he takes care of that fight, and he can move on and be on his road to his path to undisputed that he wants to try to accomplish. Triple G MUNGUIA. We'll talk about Triple G MUNGUIA in just a couple minutes. Saludos a Cristian de Puerto Rico. Marlo, MUNGUIA, Triple G. Ahorita les digo en un momentito. Canelo Triple G needs to happen. The third one. I don't think so. I don't think you're going to be seeing that fight. Where's the link for the Fino shirts? I don't have that for you right now, but I will. I'll get that soon. Or is there? Oh, I was just told that there's a link on the bottom of the video to get some Fino boxing shirts and sweaters and some other stuff. Gracias, Saul. Hi, Mike. Miami's nice. I'm going to have to go. Beautiful weather and women. Tickets are going to be hard to get, though. All right. Bueno. A ver. So, Canelo, Abney Yildrim. We now know that fight. Well, now we've been knowing about the fight, but we're just wondering, when I would do my lives, I kind of expected the fight to be in Texas because Canelo made it pretty clear that he wanted fans to be in attendance. And since most of the fights lately have been in Texas, we just kind of assume, but hey, he surprised me at least with having it in Miami. And well, I'm excited to go, So, of course, when that time comes, I'll make sure to bring you all the content that you guys want. But there's also a great fight that will be coming up. Una pelea también que estoy muy emocionada de ver es la pelea entre Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada y Chocolatito Román González. This fight between Gallo Estrada and Chocolatito González, it's a rematch of a great fight that happened almost about like a little over 8 years ago, back in November 2012. Esta pelea, la primera vez que pelearon, fue hace más de 8 años, en el 2012. Y estoy muy emocionada de ver esta revancha. Pero hold on, give me just one moment, you guys. Hold on. My connection right here, I think it's a little unstable. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you guys, one of the bad things about being stuck here at home is there's other people stuck here at home, and we're all taking on the Wi-Fi, and my signal was kind of weak, but I think it's pretty okay now. The last thing I wanted was to lose you guys. But as I was saying, I'm very excited for this rematch that's about to happen between Juan Francisco El Gallo Estrada and Chocolatito Roman Gonzalez. This fight is now official for March 13th. This will be at the American Airlines Arena in Dallas, Texas. They will be allowing a limited amount of fans. And this is honestly, it's an exciting rematch. They first faced off about a little over 8 years ago, November 2012. In that fight, Chocolatito won by decision. And since then, obviously, El Gallo Estrada has been wanting that rematch. Things hadn't worked out. They kept, especially Gallo, kept pushing for it. But now we finally are getting this this great fight. It's a unification bout. We know that El Gallo Estrada is the WBC super flyweight champion, while Chocolatito is a WBA champ. So they're unifying titles of the 115 division, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very exciting fight. Their first fight was really, really exciting back in November 2012, but that was at 108 pounds. So now they're at 115, but nonetheless, I'm very excited. It's interesting to see how the WBC belt, I know that Chocolatito has a WBA, but that WBC belt has switched the hands of some of the most exciting super flyweight champs that we've had in these past few years. When we look back and see how it started with Rungvisai, the Thai fighter, back in 2013, he won the title. Then we saw a Mexican in Carlos Cuadras take it from him in 2014. Then Chocolatito comes into place and takes that belt in 2016. Then Rungvisai takes it back in 2017, defends it twice against Chocolatito. And then, of course, Gallo Estrada, we saw him try to take it from Rungvisai back in 2018. Didn't get it, lost by decision. But in April 2019, and I remember this, I was there at the forum, Gallo Estrada was able to defeat Rungvisai and become the champion there. And now we're going to see the rematch between Gallo Estrada and Chocolatito. So I always like to see the path of how a belt switches hands and how it'll go back to whoever had it first. And I mean, I know I'm only going back to 2013. I can go farther back, but that's around the time that I started in boxing. So I've interviewed all these fighters, and it's crazy to see how just, you know, it's been a good era for the smaller weight classes, and they really bring really exciting fights. And I'm going to mention this in Spanish as well. Excuse me, I need some water. Bueno, amigos, tenemos una gran pelea que vamos a mirar el 13 de marzo entre el Gallo Estrada y el Chocolatito Román González. Van a unificar títulos del CMB y de la AMB. Esta pelea va a ser en Dallas, Texas, en el American Airlines Arena. Van a dejar afición que se presente. Claro, la arena no va a estar llena por razones de COVID, pero sí van a tener a gente allí y van a unificar sus títulos. Les digo, esta es una revancha. La primera vez que se enfrentaron estos dos campeones fue en el noviembre del 2012. Chocolatito ganó esa pelea y desde entonces el Gallo Estrada ha estado pidiendo esa revancha y ahora ya por fin se le dio. Mencioné cómo ha cambiado de manos de campeones el título del CMB. Si nos regresamos al 2013, miramos cómo el tailandés Rungvisai ganó el título. Poco después, el mexicano Carlos Cuadras se lo quitó en el 2014. Después, Chocolatito de Nicaragua se ganó el título en el 2016. Y luego de nuevo regresa el tailandés Rungvisai y se lo quita en el 2017. Gallo Estrada trató de quitar el título en el 2018 y no pudo, pero llega abril 2019 y sí pudo ganar el campeonato y es el título que actualmente tiene el Gallo Estrada y es el título que va a unificar en esta pelea contra Chocolatito González, quien actualmente es el campeón de la AMB. Así que muy buena pelea. Tengo la curiosidad de ver cómo miran esta pelea. Se me hace muy pareja, muy buena. ¿Qué opinan? ¿Quién gana entre el Gallo Estrada y Chocolatito González? Thank you. Coda Kid, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna mention the undercard because it's an exciting a triple header. I'll be mentioning that in just a moment, but I really needed some water. And well, like I mentioned before, this rematch for El Gallo Estrada and Chocolatito González will be, in fact, a triple header. It's going to be a night of action-packed boxing, March 13 at the American Airlines Arena in Dallas, Texas. This is under Matchroom Boxing. So, of course, besides this rematch of the super flyweight, this unification bout for the WBC and WBA belts, we also will be seeing another rematch in the undisputed welterweight champion Jessica McCaskill versus the first lady of boxing, Cecilia Brækhus. We saw them face off in a very exciting fight back in August 15 of 2020. Jessica McCaskill defeated who then was the undisputed champion, Brækhus. She disrupted her career. McCaskill mentioned, and I'm quoting her, "I interrupted her career in the first fight, and I will end her career in the rematch." So very confident, strong words from the current undisputed champion. Brækhus was trying to make history and set a record of 25 consecutive title defenses. So, of course, the Chicago native in Jessica McCaskill interrupted that, and Brækhus is trying to get her titles back. But Jessica McCaskill was like, nope, not going to happen. In that card, we'll also be seeing a Japanese champion in Hiroto Kiyoguchi. He'll be defending his WBA light flyweight title against a Mexican in Axel Vega. This is 108 pounds. This Japanese fighter he's 27 years old. He's 14-0, 9 KOs. He's taking on a Mexican who's only 20 years old. 14-3-1, 8 KOs. Should be an exciting fight. So I'm looking forward to just overall triple header. We start off, with the main event will be Gallo Estrada, Chocolatito. Honestly, just if you happen to see the first fight, maybe through YouTube or something, we know that we should expect fireworks in this main event. And of course, I'm a huge supporter of female boxing, and I'm excited to see this rematch in the undisputed fight between Jessica McCaskill and Cecilia Brækhus. And of course, we've seen Japan bring a lot of action lately. So the champion Kiyoguchi will be taking on a Mexican in defending his title. So looking forward to that. Coda Kid says he can't wait to see Kiyoguchi. That night's going to be lit. Adriana, all the fire. Saludos, va a ganar Gallo Estrada. Pedro dice que va a ganar Gallo Estrada. Anthony Cortés piensa que va a ganar Chocolatito. Gallo, Chocolatito. I mean, creo que es una pelea 50-50. It's a good fight. I have it 50-50. We'll see what happens. I do want to mention the undercard really quick in Spanish for those who didn't understand me. Estoy muy emocionada de compartir que la cartelera de la pelea estelar de El Gallo Estrada contra Chocolatito González va a ser una noche de 3 campeonatos. Aparte de esta mega pelea entre estos chicos de peso 115 libras, también vamos a ver una pelea de unificación, bueno, una pelea indiscutible de unas mujeres guerreras en Jessica McCaskill contra Cecilia Brækhus. Esta es la revancha. Ellas pelearon en agosto del año pasado, 2020, donde Brækhus era invicta, era la campeona indiscutible. Y Jessica McCaskill, una chica joven de Chicago, vino y le quitó todos sus títulos y dijo que interrumpió la carrera de Brækhus, quien quería defender su título por un récord de 25 veces, pero llegó Jessica y dijo, no, conmigo no. Le quitó los títulos y dijo, ella dijo, te interrumpí tu carrera, pero ahora en la revancha voy a terminar tu carrera. Así que las cosas ya se están calentando y estoy emocionada de ver esa pelea. Aparte de esta pelea de campeonato indiscutible, también tenemos a un joven japonés que va a defender su título. Se llama Hiroto Kyoguchi. Este es un campeón en peso de las 108 libras. Va a pelear contra un mexicano que se llama Alex Vega. Alex Vega tiene 20 años, su récord es de 14-3-1, así que el japonés llega con mucha acción para defender su título. Y bueno, esto todo va a ser el 13 de marzo, lo puede ver por The Zone, o si van a estar en persona, va a ser en Dallas, Texas, en el American Airlines Arena. What's going on? Gallo, I see a lot of Gallo love. 60. Thank you for the love. Oh yeah, so tomorrow there's a fight. Yeah, there's PBC boxing on Showtime with Angelo Leo and Stephen Fulton. I actually got some interviews for that fight. If you guys want to check out after I finish my live, of course, don't leave me yet. Here on Fino Boxing, you can hear from them and see how things are heating up. You know, this fight was supposed to happen. Stephen Fulton obviously, suffered of COVID, had to pull out from that fight, and Angelo Leo got his chance for the title and became champion. So now, they're trying to settle that. So I'll be watching. Let me know what you guys are thinking about that. I see some comments here. Yeah, Rolly Romero will be fighting too. Luis Estrada, ¿vendrás a Dallas para la pelea? Sí, estaré ahí. 13 de marzo. Bueno, sí, creo que sí voy a estar ahí. Debo de estar ahí. ¿Sabes si Pac-Man peleará este año? He escuchado rumores de Manny Pacquiao que regrese este año, pero nada es oficial. Pero de que he escuchado que sí, pero ya veremos. También sabemos que está ocupado con el Senado en las Filipinas, pero sí se escucha de una pelea para Manny Pacquiao. A ver. All right. Any update on David Benavidez?
March 6th.
March 6th, Okay. Yeah, so David Benavidez, I don't know who he'll be fighting. I don't think they've announced any opponent yet, but I know, I think he's up in Big Bear training for March 6th. Thank you. Ray says, hi from London again. I can't wait to hear Sweet Caroline again in front of a packed boxing crowd singing along. Billy Joe Saunders is going to be a tough fight for Canelo. You know, I have to admit that when you're in an arena and you have a bunch of Brits singing Sweet Caroline, it's pretty amazing. I think it's like our equivalent for like Mexican fans singing I don't know, like Cielito Lindo or something. It's one of those boxing experiences that it's awesome, and I can't wait to be in an arena and hear Sweet Caroline as well. David, shout out to, from Point Mugu, California. I'm looking forward to you know, Lipinets and Boots. Boots he's a very talented fighter. He's making a lot of noise in his division, young fighter, but he's already showing a lot of fire, a lot of heart. Excited to see him back in action. Alejandro me pregunta de la pelea contra Munguia. Let's get into the next topic of another upcoming fight. So we've heard Oscar de la Hoya mentioned that he wants to make the Gennady Golovkin versus Jaime Munguia fight. This fight is not official, but last that I talked to Oscar de la Hoya a couple weeks ago, he mentioned that he'd like to make this fight for the Cinco de Mayo weekend. Obviously, we know that Oscar de la Hoya had Canelo for quite some time, and he's used to having that date, and now he's in a sense he's replacing Canelo with, you know, a possible Ryan Garcia, Jaime Munguia, Virgil Ortiz. He's finding his next top fighter. So he wanted to see Jaime Munguia against Gennady Golovkin for that weekend. And we know Jaime Munguia is also promoted. Besides Golden Boy, he has Sanford Promotions, and they've come out recently saying that they do want that fight. They're pushing for the Gennady Golovkin fight. However, they understand that Canelo is the fighter, and if he wants the Cinco de Mayo date, which he's had for a while, they're not going to mess with that. Let them have it. They'll work around a different date. They truly do want that fight against Gennady Golovkin. If you guys remember, this fight was in pretty much, they had a contract set up for 2018. This was when Gennady Golovkin and Canelo were going to fight their rematch, but then Canelo had the issues of the clenbuterol. Gennady Golovkin had to essentially scramble and look for another opponent really, really quick, and they found this young guy in Jaime Munguia. He was only like 20, 21 years old. He had a good record, but he hadn't faced any top competition, so the Athletic Commission of Nevada did not approve him for that fight against Gennady Golovkin. And I mean, honestly, this was kind of like a blessing in disguise for Munguia, because even just a week later, he took on the fight against Saddam Ali and became world champion. This was not at 160 where Golovkin was, but this was at 154. So he beat Saddam Ali, and he won the WBO Super Welterweight title. This was a title that Saddam Ali had taken from Miguel Cotto. So honestly, this worked out perfectly for Jaime Munguia. He became world champion. He defended that title 5 times, but essentially after that, after defending his title 5 times, he decided to move up to 160, and now he's on his road to becoming world champion. He's looking for a title at 160, and it just so happens that Gennady Golovkin has a title in that division. So that's the fight, honestly, that they're trying to work out now. And I think it's a great fight. Jaime Munguia, he's still young. He's under the guidance of legendary former fighter, now trainer, Eric Morales. And yes, he's my he works with me at Fox Sports, so I send him a lot of love. He talks to me about Jaime Munguia all the time, and he sees so much potential. He keeps growing and learning so much. So I'm excited to see this fight between Triple G and Jaime Munguia, which should be maybe around the dates of Cinco de Mayo. I don't think it'll be that date, because we expect Canelo to fight Billy Joe Saunders on that date. But maybe a little before, a little after, we should expect to see Gennady Golovkin versus Jaime Munguia. What do you guys think about this fight? Will you guys be tuning in? if it's in Texas, or I don't know how things will be with COVID by then, maybe we can start having more fans in attendance. That's right. So Golovkin, since he wasn't able to fight Jaime Munguia because he wasn't approved by the Nevada Commission, he ended up fighting Vanes Martirosyan here at the StubHub Center in Carson. That was a quick fight. Unfortunate for Martirosyan. It ended second round KO. That was Cinco de Mayo in 2018. That's right. El 5 de mayo es de Canelo, es difícil poder quitarle la fecha y competir ese mismo día con él, no es nada negociable. Dice Cristian, claro, normalmente sabemos que es la fecha de Canelo, antes era como de Mayweather, antes era de Oscar de la Hoya, de Julio César Chávez, y se respeta, ¿verdad? Aunque nada es oficial, que no, legalmente no sé que no se puede hacer, pero se respeta que hay un boxeador que tiene esa fecha y actualmente estamos en la fecha, bueno, en la era de Canelo, y si quieren pelear ese mismo día no estaría bien. Pero de todos modos, de esa pelea, Canelo tiene un contrato con Matchroom Boxing con 2 peleas que van a ser en DAZN para febrero con Abney Yildrim y el 5 de mayo contra Big Joe Saunders. Así que DAZN ya va a estar ocupado esa fecha, por eso si lo quiere hacer Oscar de la Hoya muy cerquitas de 5 de mayo, puede ser el viernes, el día antes de la pelea, o pues mejor una semana antes, 2 semanas antes, no sé, algo así. Marlo Contreras pregunta, ¿de qué va a ser tu nuevo canal de YouTube? Gracias por recordarme. Acabo de abrir mi canal personal de YouTube. Los invito a que me sigan. Voy a ver si puedo poner aquí un link donde pueden hacerle clic y suscribirse. Actualmente no he puesto contenido. Estoy tomando sugerencias de qué tipo de contenido les gustaría ver. Tengo en mente poner videos, no como entrevistas y todo lo de boxeo que miran aquí en Fino Boxing, porque eso se va a quedar aquí. Sería más bien como para conocerme. En inglés se le dice up close and personal, así como para pues, conocerme más a mí, porque honestamente agarro muchísimos mensajes de ustedes, muchos de ustedes que me piden más cosas solamente de mí, así como un vistazo detrás de cámara, cómo es mi vida, un día en mi vida, o cómo es pues sí, el día o la semana de una pelea, cuando viajo a una pelea, lo que ustedes no miran. Ustedes miran la entrevista, pero cómo llegamos ahí. Se me está frizando ya. Ojalá que no. Am I freezing to you guys? No? Okay, porque ya sí me frizé. Bueno, so someone mentioned here about my personal YouTube channel. I opened up my personal YouTube channel, and I'm taking recommendations and suggestions on what you guys would like to see. I get a lot of messages, a lot of comments about just putting up more personal videos. Obviously, interviews and boxing content will stay here in Fino Boxing, but I've gotten suggestions like kind of behind the scenes on a fight week, or just a day in my life, different types of ideas. So if you guys are interested in seeing that side, please subscribe to my personal channel. I'll see if I can link it on a comment, and you guys can click it and subscribe, and let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. Ask Triple G what he thinks about Munguia, and he will reply, guys, this is boxing. You notice how I even say it? Kind of like him. When I talk to Golovkin, he's a really nice guy. But I know there's a language barrier, but I remember a lot of times his answer was like, big present or big drama show. But I look forward to. I would love to see this fight, Jaime Munguia versus Triple G. I hope they are able to work it out and we can catch that fight around the Cinco de Mayo date. I'm not saying on that date, but around that date. Para mí, Munguia debió tomar una pelea como contra Jacobs o Derevchenko. Siento que Triple G es mucha pieza para Munguia aún, Adriana. Pues, todas son peleas fuertes. Claro que Triple G era el matón de la división, ¿verdad? Por mucho tiempo. Pues, lo que se escucha que es una gran prueba para este joven de Jaime Munguia que que era campeón en las 154 y ahora en las 160. Pues vamos a ver. Ya tiene más experiencia, está bajo el liderazgo de Eric Morales. A ver si la vemos. No es oficial todavía. We'll see if this fight between Jaime Munguia and Triple G actually takes place. Jacobs would be a good test for him too. It would, but I just, Jacobs is at 168 as well. So Jaime Munguia is at 160 right now. Jacobs moved up. Para el chico que me mencionó de Jacobs, es cierto, Jacobs ya subió a las 168. Así que hasta que Munguia suba, pero son buenas peleas de todos modos. Music, I'm very feel. Albagni, Gallo contra Estrada, no entiendo, así está el título. Si le regresas al principio del video, vas a ver que hablamos de diferentes temas. Arrancamos con primero, les enseñé mi placa que recibí de YouTube. Luego hablamos de Canelo contra Abney Yildrim, luego la pelea del Gallo contra Chocolatito, luego Jaime Munguia contra Triple G, y ahora vamos a arrancar con el tema de Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez contra Marcus Browne. So, there's also another fight that is in the middle of negotiations, and that's with the former champ of Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez. He'll be taking on Marcus Browne. This is a fight that the WBC has ordered. It'll be for the vacant interim light heavyweight title. I know that I recently spoke to Zurdo Ramirez and asked him for more information about this. And he basically said they're in the middle of negotiations. Zurdo is now his own promoter. He used to be with Top Rank, but he's now his own promoter. He has Zurdo Promotions. Marcus Browne, of course, is with PBC, and they're negotiating. They have until the 5th of February to come to terms and set up a fight for them. So this fight, since it's a PBC, essentially, we should expect the fight to be on Fox or on Showtime. Now, if you remember, Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez made history when he became the first Mexican champion of the super middleweight division. So he won the WBO title a few years back, and he made history there. If successful against Marcus Browne, he would become the third Mexican in history to hold a title in the light heavyweight division, in the 175 pounds. We know the first one to accomplish that was Julio Gonzalez, then Canelo. We saw Canelo do that against Kovalev. And if successful, Zurdo Ramirez will become the third if he's able to defeat Marcus Browne. Marcus Browne, if you're not too familiar with them, he's an ex-Olympian. He represented the U.S. in I believe the 2012 Olympics, London Olympics. He's also a former champion. He held the WBA lightweight title. So this should be a good fight between these two former champions. Again, we don't have an exact date. We'll keep you guys posted, but this will be for the vacant interim title in the 175 division. Chicos, les quiero mencionar que el Gilberto Zurdo Ramírez va a pelear contra Marcus Browne en una fecha que todavía no sabemos porque están en negociaciones para hacer esta pelea. El CMB mandó que esta pelea se hiciera por el título vacante del peso semipesado en las 175 libras. Están negociando actualmente, tienen hasta el 5 de febrero para agarrar una fecha y pues, todos los detalles de hacer esta pelea oficial. Zurdo actualmente es su propio promotor, tiene Zurdo Promotions, Marcus Browne está con PBC, así que esta pelea esperamos que sea por Fox o quizás sea por Showtime. Si el Zurdo Ramírez gana, haría historia de nuevo. Ya sabemos que hace unos años se convirtió en el primer mexicano en ser campeón en las 168 libras, el campeón del super mediano. Ganó el título de la OMB. Y ahora, si gana esta pelea contra Marcus Browne, sería el tercer mexicano en convertirse campeón en el peso semipesado. Primero sabemos que fue Julio González y después fue Canelo hace poquito contra Sergey Kovalev. Y si gana, claro, Zurdo Ramírez sería el tercero en lograr este reto en la historia del boxeo mexicano. Si no conocen mucho de Marcus Browne, pues este chico es un ex olímpico, representó a los Estados Unidos en las Olimpiadas del 2012, también es un ex campeón, fue el campeón de la AMB en peso semipesado, así que es una pelea entre dos ex campeones. Espero una grande pelea y ya que tengamos más datos, que sea oficial, la fecha, el sede y todo, les decimos aquí en Fino Boxing. A ver, I see a lot of talking about Dimitri Boo Andrade.
You gotta find a name.
Let's see, Boo versus Billy Joe Saunders would be a good fight because he gets stuck. Triple G is Triple G fighting? Jaded. I mentioned earlier that they're trying to make Triple G versus Jaime Munguia. Domingo, Canelo ya no va a pelear en las 175. No, ahorita Canelo lo que tiene en mente es convertirse en campeón indiscutible en las 168 libras. Pues ya que si puede lograr eso, ya veremos si decide subir de nuevo o bajar o quedarse ahí, no sé, vamos a ver. Zurdo Ramírez contra Bivol o Berterbiev. Cuando platiqué con Zurdo, él dijo que está dispuesto en pelear contra todos los campeones. Tiene mucho tiempo hablando más específicamente contra Bivol porque creo que compartían el gimnasio y se conocen muy bien, pero pues cuando ya se trata de negocios, de pelea de campeonato, claro, pues la amistad se pone a un ladito y se da una buena pelea. Esos dos, Zurdo Ramírez, Bivol, Beterbiev, son buenos campeones que me interesa mucho en poder ver esas peleas. Cristian Torres dice que a Ryan le falta para el tank. Kota Kid, Triple G going to finish Munguia in 2 or 3 rounds. You have no faith in Munguia, Kota Kid.
Sacramento won 6.
Oh, Sacramento went 6 or 7 rounds. That's true. Saludos hasta Tijuana, Diego. What about Ryan Garcia? Do I have any update? I have heard some info on a possible fight for Ryan Garcia. Can't really talk about much because it's not official, but if it does come to fruition, it's going to be a huge fight for Ryan Garcia to take on a fighter of this caliber. It's a fight that can change his life. if victorious, and if even if he falls short against this fighter, will still, I mean, he's already a popular kid. It will just make him go through the roof. Just make him keep going up. So honestly, if this fight does happen, and I don't want to get too much into it, but it's possible mega fight for Ryan Garcia against somebody else. I'll keep you guys posted once it's more official and I can talk more about it. Saludos a Wilfredo. I see your program. Thanks for Brilliant Women. Thank you, Wilfredo. Big. I hope things are going well for you. Thank you on the congrats. I'd pay to see Garcia Haney, Canelo versus Plant. Hopefully we get to see Canelo Plant in September. I don't know if you guys follow my social media, Adrian_sports, you guys will see, unless you already know, that I also work with Fox Deportes. So I will be working the production next week on Fox Deportes for the Caleb Plant versus Caleb Truax. So Caleb Plant already has that fight set. I know that a few months ago when Canelo was looking for a fighter, for a fight for December, Caleb Plant, you know, he's made it no secret he wants to fight Canelo. But hopefully we get to see this fight between Caleb Plant and Canelo come September, because we know Canelo wants to see Billy Joe Saunders in Cinco de Mayo. La vida loca. What's going on? 12 a.m. in England. Sam Dorado wants to see Canelo versus Benavidez. I'd love to see that fight as well. I mentioned it before that if so, let's play pretend here. If Caleb Plant he takes care of this fight against Caleb Truax next week on Fox Sports, let's check it out there. I gotta plug it in. I'm working the production, you guys. Caleb Plant takes care of Caleb Truax, and let's say they're able to make this fight between Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. Those two guys, they don't like each other, so they've already been talking a lot of smack. So that fight would be, I would love to see that fight between Plant and Benavidez. So to your point about seeing a fight between Canelo and Benavidez, if David Benavidez were to be able to defeat Caleb Plant, he has the IBF title, and that's how we could possibly see a Canelo versus David Benavidez fight come September. So in my opinion, that's how I can see that fight happening this year. Other than that, if Caleb Plant doesn't fight Benavidez, and if Benavidez is not able to defeat him, I don't think that Canelo would fight Benavidez. Why? Because Benavidez does not have a title, and Canelo wants to become undisputed champion this year. Raider said, the winner of the fight gets to keep the name Caleb. Yeah, the loser has to change it. It's on Fox, yes. Specifically, Fox Deportes. Se me fue la luz. Se me olvidó pagar el bill. Sam, oh, that was bright. Sam Dorado, I'm your #1 fan. Thank you. Thank you for the love, Sam. A ver. Que si, Alejandro me pregunta si tengo información de César Martínez. Alejandro, fíjate que no tengo nuevas noticias del campeón mexicano. Sé que iba a pelear en la pelea de Canelo contra Smith en diciembre, pero se lastimó. Así que hasta ahorita me imagino que está recuperándose. Ojalá que todo salga bien, pero que tenga fecha y oponente, no lo sé. Pero cuando tenga más información, claro que les voy a informar. Team Batman, Plant said he won't fight Benavidez without a title. Well, there you go. So, you know, if he said he won't fight him without a title, then we won't see that happen. And then Canelo wants to fight champions, so we won't see that. So it's kind of just trickles down. They just want titles. Certain fighters want titles. I can't generalize over everybody, and I can't speak for them. But in this, if Plant said no title and Canelo said just champions, well, there you go. Bandera roja. Bueno. Muy bien. All right, guys. Well, I had a lot of fun talking to you guys. Let me bring out my plaque again because it's made me so happy. In case you missed it in the very beginning, today I got a nice present from YouTube in the mail. All thanks to you guys. Thank you to you guys for making this possible. We got our plaque for 100,000 subscribers. Even though we hit 100,000 a few months ago, we're currently right around 140,000. But thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys have shown me here on my YouTube channel, Fino Boxing. You guys please continue sharing this channel. Keep liking, commenting. Let your family, your friends know about this channel so they can subscribe as well. I know when I do my lives, there's also the option of the super chats. Just everything helps. Everything means a lot. Thank you so much. Aquí les comparto esta placa de que YouTube me mandó por llegar a los 100,000 seguidores. Actualmente estamos a casi como 140,000, porque llegamos hace unos meses, pero se tardó un poquito, ¿no? Pero todo es gracias a ustedes, gracias por el apoyo que me brindan y por compartir mi canal con sus amigos, con su familia. Gracias por suscribirse, por darle like, dejar comentarios, estar aquí conmigo cuando estoy en vivo y mirar todo el contenido. Muchas gracias. Soy muy contenta y como les digo, es muy importante y se los agradezco mucho. Gracias. There we go. So thank you guys. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Happy Friday. And I'll see you guys next time, all right? Feliz viernes. Se cuidan. Nos vemos la próxima vez.